We are just outside the Grand Garden Arena here at the MGM, and you can still hear the chants from the Irish crowd as Conor McGregor becomes the new UFC 145-pound champion with a 13-second stoppage over one of the pound-for-pound greats, Jose Aldo. And I know you called it, but did you see it going down like this?
You know, his coach said it was either going to be immediate or later. And when I did the breakdown for the UFC in advance, there were a number of things we did look at. One was that Aldo comes forward with weight and trade style pressure, drives in, and that Conor used to get hit with that right hand. And when I asked Conor about it, he said, I know that right hand is coming, I see it twitch, and when he throws it, I won't be there, and I'll catch him in the dead space, and I'll shut him off. And that's exactly what happened, and that's scary.
Psychological warfare was one of the keys to Conor McGregor's success in this fight. Get Jose Aldo excited, try to get him out of his comfort zone, get him to do things he doesn't normally do. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see this fight into the second round, third round, and see what would happen in that case. But obviously, the mental torture got to the champion, and he just didn't perform the way that we've seen him perform in the past, because all week long, we've talked to some of the best fighters on the planet and their coaches, and they all believe that Jose Aldo would emerge victorious in this main event.
Yeah, man, not everybody did, but later on, as we got closer to it, the betting odds started to go towards Aldo. But you know, it's a crazy one. There's a lot of things about McGregor. Of course, that straight left hand is a powerful, powerful weapon. But more than that, his mind is like a PED. He's able to perform at near 100%, near human potential. And not only that, and this one's going to sound a little creepy, but he has the ability to sort of impact his opponent's confidence. Again, this will sound weird, but when I spoke to him and I could feel him kind of getting into that mode, I felt a physiological reaction. I'm not nuts. My legs started to shake. And I'm not nervous interviewing people. There's something powerful about this guy. There's something outside of just the ability to throw punches and kicks.
Well, what we've learned is that the experiment of mixed martial arts has pretty much been figured out in the sense that everybody works on jiu-jitsu, everybody works on Thai boxing or kickboxing, their strength and conditioning, their wrestling, but there's a new element to the game. A part of the game where Conor McGregor and his team are developing this psychological warfare and this confidence, in addition to unorthodox movement.
Yeah, after jiu-jitsu, then wrestling, then striking, then the all-around athlete, and that well-rounded concept, the new one is the power of the mind, and that's a real thing, and it's what everybody's talking about. You listen now, when Joe or Brian are talking about the fights, they talk about the mental state, they talk about the focus of these guys, they talk about confidence. I talked to Dominic Cruz today, and you talked to him as well. He talked about what confidence really is. True confidence comes from evidence and from preparation, and Conor McGregor walks in there with the knowledge that he's done everything. But there's also this spirit of innovation where it isn't just, you know, once we've devised how to punch and kick, how to use Muay Thai, how to use wrestling, how to use jiu-jitsu, you kind of get to this new limit. And the only way to take it to another limit is innovate. And Conor McGregor has combined movement and confidence in very bizarre ways, and he is probably right now the scariest fighter in the world.
Jose Aldo said, unfortunately, he didn't get to showcase what he's capable of, and I think that's the case. We've seen Jose Aldo facing some of the best fighters on the planet, including Frankie Edgar, who we saw victorious earlier this week, taking out Chad Mendes, and I'm sure that's the fight people are going to be talking about, Frankie Edgar taking on Conor McGregor. But based on that, do you believe that Jose Aldo should get another crack at Conor McGregor? McGregor even said, you know, he knows that wasn't the best Jose, that he wishes that this fight could have gone on longer, maybe to showcase what he's really capable of.
You know, does Jose want to do that again? Go through all of that again?
He says yes.
Well, and there's a lot of money to be made, and this is a business of money, no doubt about it. But at the same time, when you are able to describe how it's going to go, look at the fact that this guy's going to throw a right hand, you're not going to be there, you're going to draw him into the dead space, and you're going to put him down. I mean, he called that to my face. He's been able to do this, and yet people still go back and say, well, Chad was, you know, only took it on 2 weeks, or this was lucky, or wow,
not anymore.
If we got a chance that Aldo got longer. This is real, people. This is real.
Yeah, Conor McGregor, I think, silencing all of his critics. I think everybody is going to be a believer now. And what's remarkable about this guy is still only 27 years of age. Just think about what the next number of years hold for Conor McGregor. He will probably go down as one of the greatest fighters if he continues to evolve. We know that he has a growth mentality, a spectacular performance.
Another thing I asked him about is innovation, and he knows that he's innovating. He also knows he's shaping the sport. He's shaping the way other people are looking at it, but he's years ahead. And not only, this isn't just an issue of a new guy becoming the undisputed featherweight champion. This is an issue that is going to affect all fighters and all coaches in a variety of ways, and it's going to affect the sport.
You talk about speed and movement and fluidity. Conor McGregor definitely has that, but a man that we saw also had that, a man that captured the 185-pound championship, Luke Rockhold, who was in tough in that first round. Chris Weidman made a mistake. Luke Rockhold capitalized, and there was no looking back.
The difference in Luke Rockhold is movement and confidence. Those have been the things we've seen in the latest level of his evolution. We're going to see it from a lot of fighters. He also kind of called this one, if you really want to look at it. He said Chris will be stressed out. He will, when he gets into moments of stress, he sacks up and he may make a mistake. And when Luke kind of gave him that look like, you know, your kicks don't hurt me, it caused him to throw a spinning kick, one that didn't make a lot of sense, it's not a part of his thing, and that's when everything went wrong for him. Just an insane night of fights, and it's one that's going to change fighting.
A spectacular night of combat. It is a December to remember, and man, oh man, are we happy that we're here at the MGM Grand to witness it all. Back to you guys in studio.